What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTP Ravens Media, bringing Ravens content every single day. And it's Wednesday night. The Ravens also just released, it may still be going on, their rookie mini camp Wired episode. So I'm yet to check it out. I just got home, set up the stream. I will be watching that tonight. So if there's anything cool, guys, let us know. I'm excited to watch it. Get to see Kyle Hamilton and David Ojabo and all the guys, see kind of them talking, and also hear from like Mike McDonald and things like that. I remember last season it was so cool seeing T. Martin and Keith Williams in those rookie minicamp videos, because we were like, man, we never saw like coaches like that, like getting this excited and things like that. So I'm excited to see Mike McDonald and all the other rookies in that when I end up watching it tonight. But Joshua, how are you feeling? Ravens started their OTAs today, minus a particular fella, but other than that,
I mean, it's a voluntary OTA, so it's okay. There's no reason to be worried or be in doubt. I will say this: there has been some, not some rumors, but some things said that Mike McDonald was very colorful today. So he definitely did get the defense. He definitely did get the young guys on the defense amped up. And as you can see, my boy McConnell's over here rocking the dad hats, the CB dad hats, man. So I mean, the link is down there, right?
not in the live stream. In all videos, YouTube is stupid, guys. Fun fact about YouTube: you can't set upload defaults for live streams. You can for video, so like the descriptions, other than the stuff that I write in, it's the same for every video, but it doesn't work tags, and you can't do preset tags, and you can't do preset descriptions for live streams. So
yeah, we gotta talk to them,
it's so
whenever
funny.
they have like a collective content creator, meeting or whatever.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why that's.
It doesn't at all. I mean, but it's good to hear that the Ravens are back in the facility. They're out there getting active. You see our leader in the secondary. I mean, we're going to pretty much call him the leader of the secondary. Marlo. Nana, what's going on? Hope your Wednesday is going good so far. Don C, what's going on, man? The OG, how you feeling?
Oh man, Percy Mormon. Welcome to the stream, Percy Mormon. Right. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before. Maybe I have, but seems like a new name. Caught it about the tight end setup, and nobody doesn't mention Linderbaum is the only center who can pull, which puts an overload on flex and slot formation with Pat and a back. No, it definitely allows for a lot of versatility with the offensive line and the run game, because in recent years we haven't had guys that have been able to pull, and now all of a sudden we have. I mean, think about if we can get Daniel Falele to pull, even come in as come in for certain formations, all those types of things. It's going to be exciting to see the movement that the offensive line has this year as they are getting younger, but also more experienced at the same time.
Yeah, most definitely.
How you doing, Ty or Ty? Miguel Bateman will go off this year. If he doesn't, the Baltimore Ravens have a big problem on their hands. The Ravens are going to struggle if Bateman does not perform to the level that the Ravens need him to.
Speaking of Bateman and wide receiver company, day of first OTAs, our guys were having some of the drop seats. So, TTB family, Ravens flock community, don't get worried. It's literally voluntary OTAs, and our starting QB was not there today.
Y'all know who had severe drop issues in OTA and minicamp last season? I don't know if you guys have heard of this guy's name is Jamar Chase. He was struggling to hold on to the ball, and a lot of people were concerned that he wouldn't be able to play in the NFL because of the adjustment to the NFL ball, and people were like, oh, he's not going to be very good. He had the best rookie wide receiver year of all time. I'm not too worried about it. And Joshua, like you said, Lamar's not even there.
Right.
No offense. They're trying to catch passes from... Honestly, I don't know if Tyler Huntley's there. I'm assuming Tyler Huntley's there. I'm assuming...
I think Ty and like every other...
The undrafted guy, they have a guy out of Oregon and a guy from the Canadian Football League. Those are not Lamar Jackson.
Since we are speaking of Lamar Jackson, did you hear the good news that everybody you know, may find interesting? He actually has been working with one of the, I think he's one of the top gurus in regards to QBs when it comes to the mechanics.
Who is it? Who's he working with?
Gee, I forgot the man's name, but
I gotta look him up.
he's supposed to be like a big time guru. It's not Jesse Palmer. It's somebody else.
Let's see here. Lamar Jackson. Oh, come on. This is so annoying. Someone, if anyone has the name in the chat, please drop it. I have not heard about that, but that's exciting. I love when guys work with new players to learn about and just like to develop some things. Like Lamar Jackson has developed a lot of aspects of his game. You can always improve, and sometimes you need to switch up trainers. You need to find new guys. Okay, he's in LA working on mechanics with a personal quarterback coach.
Yeah.
I remember him like hearing about him working with a personal guy, but I hadn't heard anything like this week. So I'm not worried.
He's
about
a mechanics expert or something like that.
Yeah. Was Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins there? From I believe so. I'm going to double check right now.
There was a lot of people not there today.
I know there were people that weren't there because they were returning from injury. So it's kind of tough to analyze. Obviously, we haven't had a report. I typically use Jeff Zrebic, so I'm scrolling through his tweets to find. Let's see here. Also, shout out to Kyle Fuller. Welcome to Baltimore.
Man, welcome back home.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome back.
It's about time my boy come back home, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The Fuller brothers was a tear at I want to say they went to Randallstown High School, even Randallstown Newtown. But back when they was in high school, they were a force to be reckoned with. And I think both of them went to Virginia Tech.
Okay. Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins were not on the field, according to Jeff Zrebic. Also, major missing piece. Amon Marshall was not there today.
I knew that was going to come up.
He wasn't there.
I knew that was going to come up. But it's okay.
He's so good he doesn't need to practice.
But it was all right. You know why? One of our fourth round guys, I heard he was showing out. Mr. Jalen Armour Davis.
Those Alabama corners, they come in ready. They definitely said, he was showing a lot of good footwork, smooth hips, getting in and out of his breaks and things of that nature, breaking up the pass. But another Alabama guy today was almost lit up, but also you might be making a conversation to get into that wide receiver room, that 53-man roster. What's his name? Mr. Slade Bolden.
Yeah, our number one pick was listen. Our number one pick. If they had the pads on, he would have got lit up today. But outside of that, he said they're comparing him to a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, younger, faster, and just overall.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Slade Bolden is trash. I don't think he's good at all. I don't want him to make the roster. I don't want him on the football field. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm with you. That's the first day of OTAs. I'm just going off the reports on the website, off the Ravens website, y'all. That's all.
Oh, Don C says that Lamar's working with Adam. I'm not gonna. Didos. Don't even try and pronounce it. I don't know. Let's see. Wait. Z the B says Tom House. Lamar ain't reporting to OTAs until what?
I mean, it's voluntary.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't stress that. He's getting that personal work right now. That's all.
Until they get him a number one receiver. No, that's not it. They have a number one receiver. Bateman's a number one. If you take a wide receiver in the first round, you better be expecting them to be a number one wide receiver. And this isn't a rookie year anymore. This is he got his year in, or at least half a year of playing. He's set. Lamar's also coming back from injury. And he's working with his own private trainer. He's like, don't let Greg Roman be around me. I don't want his negative influence on the passing game to affect my mechanics. That's why he's not reporting.
Honestly, I'm with all that because we are going back to 2019 offense. So we might as well get ready for that. I'm just saying.
Oh man, someone talked about Z the Beast brings up Isaiah Likely will be the most impactful rookie in big moments. Joshua, I feel like you like this take.
Oh, AKA the Gorilla? Come on now. The reason it's going to be in big moments is because they're going to convert him to wide receiver number 2 on the field. I'm saying it. I'm claiming it. If they don't get Julio, he's the next best option. For the simple fact that if you put him in the passing game, make him a threat, and he also he carries the role of a veteran wide receiver in the mind of, okay, I'm out here to do my job. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna still do my job as a tight end and block on the outside. And things of that nature, and also be more effective than our flex tight end that we previously had. Why not? I would be all for it. I would honestly go all in and actually have him work out with the likes of Terrell Owens, Anquan Bolden. I would actually reach out to Anquan Bolden to see if he can come back. I mean, we have some of the best wide receiver coaches, in my opinion, that's around the league that gets all the praise, and we seen what happened with the guys they work with. So I mean, he's like 6'4", 6'5", 245. Have him come down another 10 pounds. Let him get faster. He's already strong. I mean, he already got the blocking skills. He can box
if
out.
If your nickname is the Gorilla, you better be strong.
Hey, if you ain't like Kerchak off of Tarzan, I don't want you. So yeah, most definitely. I'm just saying. We missed out on opportunity. We missed out on Darren Waller. I feel like, the Steelers may find a way to actually get productivity out of Miles Boykins. And I feel like we may miss out on that, and we may get showed up when we play against the Steelers. I know Mike Tomlin's good for that. I respect their organization when it comes to producing wide receivers. I give them their respect. And I just do not want us to miss out on this opportunity with Isaiah Likely.
I don't think Likely's going to be the most impactful in big moments. I mean, I feel like the most impactful has got to be Kyle Hamilton. Because I feel like the Ravens, more often, the big moments are not on offense. It's getting that stop.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we see in the AFC Championship game? Who's the guy in the AFC you have to stop? It's not Burrow. It's Mahomes. You got to stop Mahomes. How did they stop Mahomes in overtime? It was a safety getting that interception on defense. Getting the stop on defense has been the problem for the Ravens. I mean, look at last year. We saw the Rams game. They drive down the field and they score. We saw, it felt like every week, we saw another team just drive down at the end of the game and score. Whether it was the Raiders in week 1 or it was, honestly, every single game in the second half of the season. Yeah. Teams kept driving down. They kept scoring. How are you going to secure that? No longer are we going to be giving up big plays, and teams are going to have to start testing. And if Kyle Hamilton gets tested, that is a bad decision. No matter who the quarterback is, no matter who the wide receiver is, do not test him.
Hey, I mean, I definitely like that take, and I respect that take as well. I mean, for the simple fact, Marlon Humphrey was interviewed today, and it's interesting that he said that this defense can almost be a possible 2000 Ravens-like defense. Now, if you all remember the 2000 Ravens defense, that 2000 Ravens defense did what? Led them to a Super Bowl. I mean, the only better thing about this team versus that 2000 team, we have a very better upgrade at quarterback.
I
Trent
don't
Dilfer.
know. Trent Dilfer was pretty good, man.
Trent Dilfer was serviceable. Don't get me wrong. Trent Dilfer was serviceable. He was a warrior. The guys loved him. The guys literally loved him.
We
Like
do
they,
have a better cornerback. That's true. Who needs Dion when you can have Amon Marshall? That's what I always say.
here we go back to this.
Who needs Rod Woodson when you can have Kyle Hamilton?
Where's my boy Boyd? Well, oh, my knee.
See, Void knows not to disrespect the main man. Ooh, if the Ravens could trade for any player, I'm gonna make a stipulation. Any realistic player, otherwise Aaron Donald. Duncy's calling for Void. If you could trade for any player, who would you pick? I'm going with the main man out of Seattle, Tyler Lockett. I think he's going to be a lot like DK is going to cost a lot to trade for. Tyler Lockett is, the Seahawks are going to want to trade him. I think he's a deep threat. He's a veteran, and he's not a diva. He played with Russell Wilson his whole career. He's been underrated his whole career. Like, he's going to come in, he's going to do the work, and he's going to get results. He's great with the ball in the air. He's great on the sideline. And he's great down the field. I think he'd be the perfect guy to go after, and it wouldn't be nearly as expensive as going after a DK or a Debo or whatever other really good wide receiver. Terry McLaurin. Those guys are all going to cost a lot of money. Whereas Mr. Tyler Lockett would be a lot cheaper.
You know what, McConnell? I like the fact that you brought up the Ravens' cheap ways, so I'm going to take it a step further. A guy that I would reach out and try to get a trade for is
Chuck Clark.
Funny. Mr. Garrett Wilson. I mean, hey.
Oh, you want to trade for the rookie wide receiver?
Hey, the way I'm looking at it, at this point, if the Ravens don't give Lamar Jackson a contract extension, whatever quarterback they get in the future, they'll have a stronger offensive line. They have offensive weapons, and because the way this is looking like, we might be putting Lamar on a franchise tag next year if things don't get worked out.
Why is everyone slandering? Tyler Lockett is not a sorry wide receiver, and also the reason why the Seahawks would do the Seahawks aren't trying to contend. Like, they're trying to be really bad, so they are fine with taking. Yeah, taking dead money is totally fine for them. If they were trying to contend, it would be very different. But Tyler Lockett is a top 20 receiver in the NFL, and he would be a fantastic number one or number two. Like, it would be a great duo. Like, he's a great duo with DK.
Mm-hmm.
And Rashad Bateman can have a DK Metcalf level impact. They're very different players. So it's Tyler Lockett is not a sorry wide receiver. I need to pull up Tyler Lockett's stats. Tyler Lockett.
And honestly, Tyler Lockett got most of the targets.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tyler Lockett's stats right here. He has 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. He is 29 years. He's not old. He has 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. He has 8+ touchdowns in each of the last 4 seasons. He's very good. Like, I don't know. And he also played in 16 games in each of the last 4 seasons. That's not a sorry wide receiver to me. That's a really good wide receiver. Is he prime Antonio Brown or Julio Jones? No. But right now he's better than both of them.
I agree with that.
Wait, who's getting tagged the next 2 years? Lamar? I'm assuming Lamar.
Yeah, because I did say Lamar Jackson will be getting franchise tag.
Yeah.
And it really
I don't think he gets tagged. I think we just re-sign him. But he's going to be here the next 2 years.
The market value for QB is way up, and I think this next upcoming QB class is about to be crazy. What if we talked about it? What if they treat Lamar how teams are treating running backs? He's serviceable but can be replaced, because I believe Malik Cunningham
he can't be replaced.
McConnell. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
If the Ravens think that he can be replaced, the Ravens have a problem in identity. The Ravens have a problem in management, in ownership. They got a whole systematic problem if they think he can replace him.
I mean, honestly, if we're being real, they do have a problem because we still have Gregory Roman as our offensive coordinator.
That's also true, yeah.
This is not a slander on Gregory Roman, but this is just a reality check. That
No, it is a slander. Let's slander him. I'm with
it.
it.
I'm just saying we have a generational talent. Now we're waiting to his contract year to actually give him some things that he desire in regards of protection, in regards of other weapons. But why y'all wait this long? Because I mean, if you want to take it another step further, Lamar Jackson wasn't he wasn't the consensus pick. He wasn't the consensus draft pick. If we're being honest about that as well, because a lot of people saw Lamar Jackson as a project. They just thought he was going to be like a what's his name? Pat White. They thought he was going to just run the ball, get knocked out by Devin Bush, and his career was going to be over. No, he's been on the scene doing the dang thing. So
I don't even think the Ravens expected him to be as good as he was.
That's what I'm saying.
The Ravens were like, yeah, let's get this guy. And then they were like, oh my God, Ozzie Newsome, you knew what you were doing right there. Thank you.
John didn't expect this. Joe Flacco didn't expect this. Marty Morgenheimer was not expecting them to jump back in to get a quarterback. Hell, EDC like, hey Ozzie, what you think you're doing, man? I know you leaving out, but this is how you want to leave out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave out just like this.
And Ozzie Newsome really said, "Here you go. Here's Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. I'm out."
Yeah,
that's a pretty good way to leave.
And drop the mic, like y'all deal with it. Y'all make it work.
You know, Miguel, I would be happy if this happened. Kimberly, what's going on, Kimberly? Welcome into the stream.
I mean, it's just a grand scheme of things. Like I feel like, you know, how they're treating the situation. I mean, granted, you know, everybody's mutual with the contract conversation. That's cool. That's fine. I respect that. But you know, the way they're treating Chuck Clark, he's replaceable. Lamar Jackson, if you still have a Greg Roman, he's replaceable to these guys. I'm just saying.
Dak is the Black Kirk Cousins. That was a legendary statement from Amari Cooper. That was so funny. It's the Black Kirk Cousins.
Oh man.
I mean, they just don't really get it done on the big stage. And I like Dak. I don't like Kirk. I really dislike Kirk. I think
Dak cannot make it without a good running game. He's been like that since Texas A&M.
Mississippi State.
Oh, my fault.
Wrong SEC Maroon school.
Yeah.
I know. I heard that and I was like, did he go there? Honestly, man. I was like, I don't watch Mississippi State.
Did he have Mike Davis as his running back at Mississippi State?
We may have had Mike Davis.
I know he had.
I don't watch the SEC, so I watch really bad college football teams.
It's okay. We're going to change that this year because we have. If Jackson,
Stanford's going to be good for once.
It's cool. We'll make sure they're on somebody's schedule. I'll watch, but
they're going to be terrible. It's not going to be good.
But the highlight of this college season, I feel like they're going to get it done. Jackson State versus Alabama. I really feel like it's going to happen. And
honestly, there's a chance Deion Sanders retires from coaching midway through that game.
No, I doubt that.
They'd get beat so bad.
No.
They would lose by 80 points. Minimum.
No, McConnell.
Minimum.
No.
Nick Saban is beating the brakes off of them. Nick Saban could play quarterback and they would win.
If Deion straps up with 9 feet, he's not winning. Stop that.
Jackson State would get beat so bad by Alabama, they would have to move Jackson State to England just to have them get some recovery time.
No, I can't take that slander. No, baby, no.
They're nowhere near it. Alabama beat them so bad.
I can't take that slander.
They lost to what? South Carolina in the bowl game.
No, they lost to South Carolina.
That's even worse than South Carolina.
They lost to South Carolina State in a bowl game.
That's even
I
worse.
don't think they played South Carolina.
So they beat the worst South Carolina school, or they lost to them. Nah, that would be really bad. How good is our pass rush is going to be fine. It's not going to be anything great. It's not going to be terrible. I think it'll be okay. Kyle Hamilton looks explosive. Explosive. He's so quick.
Everything was so natural for him, honestly. He literally moves off of instinct.
Length. Let's see. Yes, I did hit the block button. I don't know if it got all of them, but I attempted to hit the block button.
Somebody was doing the most?
I've heard that my buddy Matt was telling me that he's been getting bots in his streams. He's like, dude, we're blocking so many people every time. For all these rated X bots.
Oh,
let's see here.
Those guys.
Yes. Oh, USC's not winning the Pac-12. USC. Here's USC.
Don't they got Lincoln Riley and C.J. Stroud?
I don't care who USC has. The problem with USC is USC goes, all right, we're gonna start the year, we're gonna be in the top 10 for no reason because they have a good recruiting class, whatever it is. They play the first couple of games. They play Stanford early in the year. Stanford's never that good, but Stanford always beats SC early in the year, and then all of a sudden everyone goes, wow, Stanford's a really good team. Then Stanford for some reason is like put in the top 15, and it's like, no, Stanford sucks. USC's just worse, and then all of a sudden Stanford actually plays like a decent team. They get the brakes beat off by like Washington State. Yeah. USC loses to a couple of teams. And then at the end of the year, they win a couple of games against some decent programs. And everyone's like, next year's the year for USC. That's what happens every year, guys. No matter who's the quarterback. Whether it's Sam Darnold, whether it's Matt Leinart. Actually, they were pretty good back then. But Sam Darnold. Who was the Cody Kessler? Matt Barkley. It was just happening over and over and over again. They would just start the year and it was like, this guy, he's going to win the Heisman. Then he comes in, they're bad. They get a new young guy. This guy, he's going to win the Heisman. Happens every time. I never have faith in USC being good. Not since Reggie Bush had his trophies rescinded.
Did you actually hear about that? They actually reached out to Vince Young and asked him, like, hey, do you want the trophy?
Yeah, it was like, no.
And Vince Young, pretty much reached out to him, like, dude, they're trying to give me your trophy.
And Vince Young reached out to the guy that was third. I can't remember who he was.
Oh,
and he was like, hey man, they're gonna ask you, don't accept it.
Yeah, I forgot who it was.
It started with an M. I can't remember what his name is though.
Okay. Wasn't Matt Leinart?
No, it was. You know what? What is it? 2006 Heisman voting.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't even know. Was it? It was like a complete guess. No. Okay. We're going 2005. Oh, here it is. Oh, it was Matt Leinart.
Okay.
And then there's Brady Quinn, and then Michael Robinson.
Brady Quinn.
I think they reached out to AJ Hawk, who was sixth. Also, shout out to Ravens legend Elvis Dumervil, number 10 in Heisman voting in 2005.
Hey, we love to see it.
And then the next year, Ray Rice, number 7 in Heisman voting.
Love to see it.
I'm going to the next one. How many straight? Next year, Dennis Dixon, number 5. Wrong Dennis Dixon, though. Let's see here. Is there anyone? Chris Long, Tim Tebow, Darren McFadden, Cole Brennan, Chase Daniel. Nah. I'm going back in time then. Going to 2004. Alex Smith. Cedric Benson. Nah. Oh well. Oh, Michael Crabtree in 2008. That's what we like to see.
Malcolm Crabtree had a good. He had
Oh,
a.
he was a monster at Texas Tech. One of the best single seasons in college football history for a
That
wide
boy
receiver.
was solid. That boy was solid.
SEC is the best conference ever. Yeah, that's true. I don't. There's not even a conversation. Very true.
We're not going to argue about the Big Ten. We want the,
Nah.
you know what? I want to take them. I want to take them boys up in Ann Arbor against no SEC team. But I
Maybe
definitely
if
not-
you go historically, you could say the Big Ten because Michigan and Ohio State like.
I'm about to say I'll take.
I mean, you could go. You could go real old school and you could say the Ivy League because I'm pretty sure Yale and like Harvard have like a ton of national championships from like 1905 to like 1920. Like for a time, it was like the winningest college football programs were all like just all Ivy League schools.
Yeah, they were club teams. They were all club team guys. But hey, you love to see it. You love to see it.
Sorry guys, I'm taking pictures of a simulation that I'm in because I'm absolutely beating the brakes off of every other team. We got our teams and I sent an email to every other person in the class saying that they were going to lose to me. And I told my group, I said, we're establishing a brand identity and we're going to stick with it. And now we're at the point where the scores, my team is at 70 points. The next highest is at 4 points.
Yikes. So, yeah, I mean, y'all listen, y'all. If y'all don't already know, our boy McConnell is at the finish is at the home stretch of graduating. So big shout outs to the bro. So give him all your love and support. I know he's tired as hell because they're working him. They're working him to the finish line, but he's doing the thing.
Oh man, I'm destroying the simulation. It's hilarious. I'm committing very, very bad business practices, but I'm playing the simulation, guys. Thank you guys for the congratulations. I'm not tired because of schoolwork. I can tell you guys that. Don't worry, I ain't doing nothing. Let's see here. No one cares. I mean, yeah, we can talk Lamar. I mean, Lamar's fine. Lamar's been working on his game. He's working with a private trainer. Him not being there doesn't affect the contract.
Yeah, I mean, listen, what specifically do you want us to say about Lamar or talk about Lamar, and we'll address it. Just drop it in the chat.
What are you going to be when you grow up, McConnell? We'll see. I got about 2.5 weeks to figure that out. Anyone got any jobs lined up? No, I'm just kidding. I get you want to talk about you, but what about Lamar? Why are you so mad, Blacklisted? What do you want us to talk about? Ask a question, we'll answer it, man. Like, what do you want? We've talked about Lamar. We're 34 minutes into the stream on a Wednesday night.
Hey, Blacklisted, let me ask you: are you subscribed to the channel? Are you subscribed to the channel? If you subscribe to the channel, man, hey, I appreciate you. Because I mean, this Wednesdays, this is what we do, baby. This is what we do, baby. You feel me? Shout out to Kawhi, the funniest guy in the NBA.
What cereal who likes? I don't know whose cereal. What?
I think can we tell him what cereal Lamar Jackson likes?
What kind of cereal does Lamar Jackson like? Also, shout out to Lamar opening up. He copyrighted or trademarked two or filed the paperwork for two names of restaurants. One was something about 8, like have you ate yet? Something like that. I can't remember what the other one is. Does he like double stuff or single? I think Lamar's a double stuffed guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go double stuff too.
If you ain't a double stuffed guy, I don't trust you. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like LaRon McClain. Ooh. You ate yet. Yeah, that's what it is.
There it is.
Yeah. The boiled peanut recipe. Who brought up Baltimore? Get up, man! You bringing up the food topics. Do you think that our defensive coordinator can help develop it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a rhetorical question.
That's why we brought him in. I am fish.
That's a rhetorical question right there. I mean, we took what was those guys originally projected, second and fourth round, and they slipped up to the first and second. Well, I mean, Ojabo, if he didn't have ACL tear, he would have been first round, most definitely.
Oh yeah, he could have been top 10.
I
Frosted
agree.
Flakes. Frosted Flakes, good. You know what's really good, guys? I don't know, Joshua. Did they have Trader Joe's on the East Coast?
Yeah, we got Trader Joe's.
You got Trader Joe's. You know what?
Yeah.
Best cereal. Peanut butter puffins. This stuff, if anybody knows, peanut butter puffins from Trader Joe's. I've got 2 boxes of Trader Joe's cereal next to my. I don't know why. Also, this granola. This granola is also very good. Trader Joe's should sponsor us purely for this cereal.
So the peanut butter puffin almost reminds me of a off-brand Captain Crunch. Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
No. Captain Crunch wishes it could be like peanut butter puffins. Okay. If anybody's ever had peanut butter puffins, they know it is the best peanut butter cereal of all time. I will say it's the best peanut butter snack of all time.
I gotta see what it's hitting on there.
Oh, trust me, that stuff is so good. Oh, the frozen food. It is. Trader Joe's slaps. I've got another box of Trader Joe's. I gotta get rid of these boxes of cereal next to my desk. I guess it's granola. It's not really cereal. It's kind of cereal. Also, Honey Nut Cheerios, they also slap. Lamar to Miami Dolphins next year. He's demanding a trade. Sure.
Honestly, I think Marcus Williams is going to fit right in. He's going to be smooth like butter. Like Marlo said, I think Marlo said Marcus Williams is going to be there next week. He already was on the phone call with Kyle Fuller, so he'll be there soon. So Marlo's making his rounds. He's reaching out to his guys. That's definitely showing leadership. So I know him as one of the leaders in that secondary. He definitely wants to echo into the locker room, especially the defensive side turnovers, because I mean he spoke on it way too many times. And shout out to ESPN, they're actually doing a 30 for 30 on that Super Bowl Ravens team. So I'm look forward to watching that. But Marlo keep on. He's echoing in the locker room about turnovers being like the 2000 Ravens defense. And honestly, y'all, we literally can make it happen, because don't forget that even though yes, we was a handicapped team last year, before we went down to 2s, we were 8-3. We were atop of the hunt. So think about what a healthy 100% full team, what we can be next year. So I think Marcus Williams is going to fit right in. He's going to be a immediate game changer.
Yeah. I definitely think, I feel like he and Kyle Hamilton are going to be so crucial to this team. And
he got him for 5 years.
So crazy.
5 years.
And Kyle Hamilton for 5 years.
And they're both young. It's not like they're 30. No. Kyle's literally like 21, and Marcus Williams is like 25, 26. So they still got their youth, they still got good legs, and they're getting better. And Kyle Hamilton's IQ at a young age is high as hell. So I like this tandem.
Absolutely. Blacklisted is very upset that we're talking about cereal on a random Wednesday in the off season. I'm sorry, Blacklisted. You still have not asked a question. You're just complaining.
Yeah,
Ask a question. We'll talk about it.
Is that my boy Pat? Is it
Did Pat rebrand?
yeah. Is that Pat in another under another profile? What's going on, man?
Nah, Pat's chill.
That's my guy, man. We let him call in. He was drunk. He was drunk as hell that night.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, we were going after Baltimore. Get it blacklisted is happy, and we were in the hunt for Honey Badger. Oh come on, we're getting more bots. Block. All right, I got it. Wait, another one? Block. They on him. If anyone, any mods also can block.
I was gonna say, can our mods keep an eye on that for us?
Yeah. Whenever I see it, I block it. But if there's any stuff like any mods in the chat, yes. I don't even know if do we have any mods in the chat. Yeah, we got Don Season here.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Don's still there. Yeah.
Let's see here. Any season prediction? Whew. What's the chance we win the Super Bowl? 65%.
Yo, this AFC, Chris, that's a strong percentage. I mean, you got to keep in mind that this AFC power has slated in a big way. I mean, heck, the New York Jets ain't gonna be nobody that just ain't gonna be no walkover team. It's gonna. I feel like we're gonna have a little fight with them. Just saying.
Oh, it just lets you time out. That's weird. I don't know why it just lets you time out. It should allow you to block. Oh well.
Mm.
Nano blocked on her end. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and block them, whenever I see them. Because we don't want that in the chat at all.
Mark raised a good question.
No, I do not.
I'll say this. Depending on how the season goes, if Lamar seems unhappy, I'm not going to put any stock into the conspiracy. But if he's not happy with this season, he's going to do what's best for him and his family. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to route it up to Miami, though.
Whew. Thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kim. Definitely appreciate it.
I say 30%. Yeah, I want to say 25% is probably the number that I'm sitting at. Okay, I'm giving you guys about 45 minutes. Blacklisted. If you want to ask a question, ask a question. That's how these live streams work. We answer questions.
Blacklisted. You know what?
The people are asking about food. We'll talk about food. If you want to ask about Lamar.
But you know what, McConnell? The crazy thing is you sat in the live stream for over 45 minutes. That also means that you need to go ahead and subscribe. If you
aggressively critiquing our content. Just they brought up cereal at 41 minutes in. Ridiculous. No longer subscribing. Negative on the scorecard. He brought up puffins. Nah, I'm out of here. I'm done.
I mean, it's really not no.
What are you doing, man? Is technically a question, but he forgot a question mark. L.
Okay, chat. No attacking the new guy. Come on, y'all.
I'm down for it. No, you can't come in here and criticize the live stream because of what we're talking about. We're answering questions. If you got a question, you can ask it. Ask the question, man. You can't come in here and be like, "Oh, I don't like your content," when you ain't asking questions.
You know what? It may be live stream Wednesday, but it's also Wild Wednesday from Connor. Yeah.
Everyone, Blacklisted is the Greg Roman of the TTB channel. All right, slander is tolerated.
I'm loving it. You all got that one. I got Pat. It look like you got Pat. So it's all
my
good.
mortal enemy. If we don't win the Super Bowl this year and Greg Roman doesn't leave this season, Lamar Jackson. Oh, if we don't win the Super Bowl and Greg Roman is still here, I don't know what we're doing.
That's what That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't sit right with me, and we're on the outside looking in. We don't really know what's all going on. But how can you continue to keep on saving a man that doesn't have no creativity, that's not and not look and doesn't want to innovate his game? It's
Ridiculous. How could he? I mean, that just shows the ignorance. If everyone's going after him. I love it. Okay, let's see here. How are we doing today? I'm so tired. I didn't sleep last night, so I am. Maybe I'm a little loopy right now. I don't know. I'm gonna hop in like a freezing cold shower after this stream, and it's gonna be incredible. It's also like super warm in here, so like I'm very excited for that. How are you doing, Joshua?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be back on here with you all. I know Matt was on. He held it down. Y'all had a good time. Blacklisted, you should change your name to Vengeance, aka
Vengeance.
Matt.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you can't come in here and then just start yelling at us because of what we're talking about when we're just answering questions.
Hey, man, maybe.
And still hasn't asked a question.
Maybe we got to send him an invite, man, like how we did Pat.
At least Pat was giving takes.
You gotta make it worth his while at this point.
Rams fans don't need help. The community will support. Oh, I have Horace coming in. I have Horace Taurus. I still love that name. That's a sick name. I have Horace Taurus.
Actually, that sounds like some name off Moon Knight.
If we trade it, I mean, it is an Egyptian god, the Egyptian god of the Falcon.
Yeah.
The Eye of Horus is goated.
Most definitely.
Shout out to, I know a lot of people probably read Percy Jackson. I prefer
Talk to me.
I prefer the Egyptian mythology series to Percy Jackson. I prefer the Red Pyramid trilogy to Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
Yo, the demigods have some of the best stories, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
In your
Hermes.
opinion, what other moves do the Rams need to make? Ooh. I think it's like it's not a move right now. Mm-hmm. I think you gotta wait and see what we have.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's a wide receiver. Maybe the Ravens need a wide receiver. But like let's have training camp. Let's go into preseason, and then if they realize, you know what, we do need a guy, let's go get someone that. Oh my goodness, these bots are wilding today. All right, blocked. I, Horace Taurus, appreciate you. I do want to get back to this question. This is a good question. But what do you think, Joshua?
Yo, honestly, right now, I mean, I agree with you. We just gotta wait to see how things play out. Honestly, I mean, first day of OTAs, you gotta see how mandatory OTAs go, how the training camp goes, see how these preseason game play out. I see us actually making a move after we finish our last preseason game. Honestly, gotta see how that offensive line, who's going to be out there, how they gel. But if Julio's still available after the third preseason game, I think we finally go ahead and make that move.
I feel we need a wideout. I think that's fair, Nerome. I just don't know, like, right now, like, what type of wideout do we need? Like, do we need the Julio Jones type, or do we need the Will Fuller, John Ross speed threat? Like, I just want to see what we have first, and then be like, okay, Rashad Bateman isn't the big body kind of guy that we need, that, Julio is. We need that. Or maybe they say, you know what? He is that jump ball type of player. Let's go after a different type of wide receiver, get an AB or an Odell Beckham Jr. or whoever they go after.
I think, when it comes to wide receiver for the Ravens at this point, I think we just need a guy that's serviceable and understand their role and assignment here. Because, I mean, we still have to remember and respect that our number one target, for Lamar Jackson, is still Mark Andrews. So everything else is almost still irrelevant.
Joshua, Blacklisted is coming after you now.
Hey, baby, you don't want to do that to me. You don't want to do that to me. I'm the wrong one. I'm from Baltimore, Black. So, you know, I don't play that. What are you talking about, though? What are you talking about?
Do you know when Marcus Peters will be coming back? So, hasn't come back yet. I think he'll be ready by the start of the season. Is kind of my thoughts on it. I'm thinking maybe we get him for a quarter in a preseason game. That's probably my expectation right now.
Um, I mean, yikes! Iron fish. Relax, baby. Relax. You know what?
Wow.
I know we went from like 71 people in the stream to now 53. But either way, we thank you for all that's still in here talking with us. But I will say this in regards to Marcus Peters' question. The last time he did have an interview, he's not putting no timetable on it.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is that the guys that are coming back from injury, they're not being rushed back into play to play. I feel like if everybody's back by week 5, week 6, I'm totally fine with it. I'm confident. I'm confident in the guys that we have to come out and produce and get us, 4 wins.
Benjamin Victor. Yeah, exactly. If we realize, like, you know what, Benjamin Victor, who almost made the team last year as the big body threat, Miles Boykin ended up making the roster.
Yeah.
If we recognize, hey, he can be that guy,
And he made plays too in preseason.
Yeah, like maybe we go, we don't need Julio. Now, is Julio better? Yes. But maybe we get a different wide receiver or whatever happens.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I actually agree with you. And I feel like he will. He's gonna continue working.
It's not a low budget wide. It's an undrafted free agent. We're not saying he's the best receiver of all time, Ravens flock.
But Ravens flock, you also have to keep in mind though, even though we may call these guys low budget, but they have not really invested in our wide receivers. Our first wide receiver that we truly have invested in the 26 years that we've been in existence, we traded him off. We just traded him off for a center. Big. I understand the bigger scheme of things. We just recently drafted another number 1 wide receiver guy, but he's going to be the number 2 option in this offense in the upcoming season. So we're not trying to low budget. We're just thinking in the means of how the Ravens organization works.
Yeah. Man, these bots are on. Also, really appreciate you, Miguel. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you, Miguel. We love the new subscribers. whether they've been here for 25 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, or 53:49, giving their critiques.
Yes, we will. I'm sorry, guys. I do a really bad job. The podcast will be returning. I'm so bad at scheduling. They will be back. Don't worry. I'm just I am so scattered. Let's see. When did Who Day Nation learn to bot? Well, how they work is dumb. Stop being Macklemore with this thrift shop. We don't have the issue is we don't have the money to go out and spend $18 million on Kenny Golladay.
Right. And we never spent big money on wide receivers.
Like, we just don't have the money.
Like, Ravens fly, don't get it twisted. We wholeheartedly agree with you. But hey, Baltimore, get up. Thank you for asking that question. We are like 54 minutes into the live stream.
I don't know if you made it that far.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, for us, cap is cap.
No, for real.
That's true, Mark. Sadly.
And the thing is, people talk about thrift shopping. You can thrift shop and make a diamond out of it. I mean, we've done it on defense. We just haven't been able to turn it over to the wide receiver core. But we have done it with tight ends. We have done it with offensive linemen. We have done it with running back. It just haven't translated over into the wide receiver core yet, which I think we might be actually shocked this year. I'm just saying.
I say sit Duvernay on Prochet's shoulders to make one great receiver. Prochet wears the pants and Duvernay the jersey like the Little Rascals when they went to the bank. Man, the Little Rascals, legendary. The original, I was actually watching the original like show on VHS with my grandma last summer. Maybe it was this summer, I can't remember. That show was funny. And then obviously the movie that they made in, what was it, the late 90s?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't seen it in years, but I remember it being great.
Yeah, I never watched the show, but I definitely watched the movie.
The show is funny. Like it's like I'm pretty sure it's from like the 19 because what the Little Rascals started as, they were like, it wasn't a TV show, it was like before a movie would play, they would play like a little thing of the Little Rascals, and it was just like a small little thing. And so like that's how it started, was like movie theater. It was basically like a trailer before trailers, and it was just like free content. But we'll see.
And Ravens flock, don't say thrift shopping doesn't work and win your Super Bowl. Look at Tom Brady's receiving core when he won his Super Bowls, because there wasn't no big glamorous names. Also, out of that offense, I think his tight ends were more the wide receivers. And also, let's not forget about Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and those other guys, they were subpar guys.
And what did they just do? They got rid of Tyreek Hill because he wanted a lot of money. Stop acting like you don't see me talking about the best quarterback. I don't know what you're talking about, Blacklist.
We back at it again? Hey, yo, Black, what's your problem, baby?
I mean, I saw you say you got to pay. I agree. We should pay Lamar. I agree.
About time we can agree on something with you.
Wow, we ended up. Wow, we're about an hour in. All right, guys. We're about an hour in. Does anyone have any kind of final questions? Mahomes still has better receivers than that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, he has Juju. I forgot. They brought in Juju.
Yeah.
Juju's really good.
He's a sub-tier guy, though. It's not like they have high prolific guys in that system. They just have a great offensive coordinator, and they know how to produce. Hell, the Steelers, sub-tier guys. They have good development in their wide receivers. We have had poor development in wide receivers. I feel like now with Martin and Williams, we can finally be like the other teams and getting sub-tier guys, but getting better development out of them.
I think right now, yes, Ravens flock. I think Juju's better than Bateman, but also Bateman's only played like 7 games in the NFL. So, Blacklisted, how far behind are you? He said, now we talking about grandmas? Bro, that was like 5 minutes ago.
God dang, Black. You don't love your grandma?
Yeah, what you gotta get is grandmas.
Well, if we're killing you, man, make sure your insurance policy is paid up, and make sure we get a donation sent to the TTV. Appreciate you.
Ray Lewis is the best player of the Ravens. The Amon Marshall disrespect, okay? Mark, number one. I think they'll be the best defense in the NFL if they're healthy.
I definitely say top 5. It just depends how like you said, health. I'm not gonna say number 1 because there is a lot of power in this AFC, and we still got you still got the Rams on the West Coast and things like that. So I mean, I'm gonna give respect when it's due, but I feel like we can be a number one if we stay healthy. But for sure, a top 5 defense. And also, shout out to Tyshawn Williams. I will be watching more Colts games.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. You know, it's been a lot of fun. I have got to go stay awake. But thank you so much for coming through. It was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see all of you again next time.